So now we move, and I need to talk directly to Kels here. So just give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute.
Me? Why?
Don't say that.
You know memory card. No. I gotta say this to him because I'm tired of his shit.
Yeah. Oh, go on. Chat to me.
No. The man's name is Gabriel Martinelli.
Oh.
That is the man's name.
Oh, shit. Right.
Chris, if you talk ill about Saka ever again, we're gonna fight. Kels? No. Look at the camera. Look at the camera, boy. No, don't look at your phone. Look at the camera.
I'm looking at my phone.
Back of his phone.
That's where the camera is.
Look at the camera.
Motherfucker.
Look at the camera. Now, what do you say about Dewsbury Hall?
What's the name of that?
What does he say about Dewsbury Hall? What does he say? Tell me.
Oh, busy with a purpose.
Okay, cool. What did you say about Martinelli? Don't just tell me what you said, and then I will talk. Go ahead. What did you say about Gabriel Martinelli?
That he just looks busy with no purpose.
Oh, busy with no purpose. Well,
that's not what 4 goals and 3 assists.
Whoa. This is my turn.
Sorry.
He said 2 minutes. Give me a minute. Yeah. So, busy with a purpose, bottom of the league. Busy with no purpose, top of the league.
Please talk about the teams they played as well.
Oh, no. We about to get into it.
Hey, course. No worries.
And I don't even like this. I don't even like this, but we have to have this conversation. Because if he's going to talk about you and Holland, I'm going to talk about him and Martinelli. That's what we going to do today.
Let me just sit back out. Can
I ask you a question?
No, you cannot.
No, wait. For the record, I have no idea what he's talking about. There's no record of me saying anything ill about Martinelli.
Looks like he lost that memory card too.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, there's no record of... Look back at the podcast.
You don't need to look back at it.
What have I said about Martinelli?
Why would I be like this, sir? Why would I be like this if you ain't say nothing?
What have I said about Martinelli,
anyway,
sir?
as I was previously saying, I was really...
That's right, what? No evidence?
So, we're going to continue to go down this road where one guy who's bottom of the league is busy with a purpose.
Wait, cool.
And the other guy who's top of the league.
No. All right, listen. Wait.
Some would call that talent ID.
This season, yeah, nah. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You can run jokes, but you said Nunes is gonna adapt quicker than Haaland. You are actually going down as joke of the season. So you need to stop. With the Martinelli thing, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, for a long period of time, he does look headless. He just runs with his head down. Like, that's not normal for... Professional football shouldn't be doing that.
He's young though.
No, but there's young... Okay.
All right,
what does that mean?
Let me say this. Hold on.
This season, he's starting to find end product.
Who's that?
This season.
Nah, you didn't film this.
This season. What was that? What was that? Go on, show me.
Yo, please edit that in and put that out while he's talking. Please put that in the edit. Put that in the edit. That has to go in the edit.
That is busy.
That is busy with a purpose.
Because who was he trying to beat there?
Nobody. The linesman.
Allow Dewsbury Hall.
Nah.
Martinelli. Listen, Martinelli has gone from being chaos factor to actually starting to end product his game this season.
That's not true.
No.
All right, so how many goals did he get in his first season?
I think he got about 6 or 7 goals. He did get quite a few in his first before he got injured. Yes, he did.
He got double figures, but in the league, I think he got 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So to say he's just adding end product now is egregious, considering that he had
scored goals. Yeah.
He had injury problems last season.
He's always been a menace, bro.
So to say he's just adding end product now is a bit egregious.
He's been a menace.
Listen, those are time.
My only problem I've had with Martinelli was his injuries.
I'm enjoying this. The
his end product was not there.
But he bagged double figures.
He bagged in the League Cup.
In his first season,
he bagged in the League Cup.
But why are we taking away from the fact that he bagged?
He bagged against Chelsea and players, teams like that. That deceptively.
He's caught. He's fucking caught.
I'm enjoying the parables of girls.
We just spoke about the type of goals Haaland scores.
That's right.
Oh, you want one now? You want one now? Back my thing, man. You get me? You want one of these?
I'm just saying. Man are saying, you know, Martinelli's got no end product, but realistically speaking,
he does.
If there is
this season, he does.
He's had the end product.
Listen, all I'm saying.
Whoa, what's got right? Wait, hold on. There's one, you motherfucker. There's one
I
left.
thought you were about to say something profound.
No. It is
How'd
profound.
you give out the MC rapper?
Because he bans it to me, it ain't mine. All I'm saying. Anyway, all I'm saying is this.
About to get the wire.
While you're sitting there, you're sitting there about all these stuff about him not having this, not having that. The fact of the matter is, what Courtney just said stands as a fact.
No, he's
the fact
proving
of
me
the
wrong.
matter is, the fact of the matter, he's not proving you. He proved you
He was wrong. He was right.
He's proved
he
you
was
wrong.
always doing
the
this.
fact of the matter is that in the big games,
I'm a man. I can admit when I'm wrong.
in the big games, that's fucked up.
So why don't you tell us what the
Big
memory
game.
card is?
I told you, I've lost it. I admitted when I was wrong. I admitted that I've lost it. You know, I admitted that. I could edit that into the video as well. I admitted when I was wrong. Can you admit that you were wrong?
Why are we getting out of control?
I think we said that. If you watch,
No.
if you watch it back,
Can you admit that you were wrong?
I think if you watch
Tell the camera that you were
pod
wrong.
back- No.
Be a man.
You're not
Be a
gonna
man.
you're
Be a
not
man.
gonna do it.
Be a man. Be a man. Just be a man. It doesn't say nothing. You just say, you know what, big man, I was wrong. Be a man.
I'm gonna wait.
Nunes has 2 and Harden's got 15.
I'm gonna wait.
15.
I'm gonna wait.
Do you know how much times 2 goes into 15?
You tell me. How many times does 2 go into 15? No, you tell me. How many times does 2 go into 15?
7, exactly, at 0.1. 7 times 2 is 14.
Exactly. If you're adding something to it, can
7 times 2 is 14.
That's okay.
All I'm saying
Then one.
is this is
So it goes into. All right. Do you know what?
7 times.
That's what you have to say, B. What's
all
I
I'm
did
say that.
saying. All
I
I'm
said
saying.
exactly. Add 1. That's not exactly.
I said plus 0.1.
See you in this.
All I'm saying. All I'm saying is
Why them
that.
glasses again?
Nah, it's alright.
All I'm saying is I don't want to hear you more garbage
Should
on
I
Martinelli.
wipe? Episode 3.
I don't want to hear no more Martinelli.
Oh, is that the one you told the truth in?
The one that you told the lies in.
When you can tell me about Kieran Disbury, I'll admit everything you have to say.
Don't worry about Disbury Hall, bro, because Harden's got 15.
Oh, we're gonna put that clip in the thing.
Harden's got 15. No, we're not.
But no one's
I'm
gonna-
there.
You have to.
I don't have to do shit.
All right, we're going on
I got
strike
a
next
social
week.
media password. I got my damn self.
We're going on strike next week.
It's alright. I don't load at my damn self. I got the password.
No. What's that about the Disbury Hall video?
I got the password.
We'll also stop at Harden and
I'll
Nunes'
do it.
stats.
I'll do it. But stats is not.
Just send me the video. Send me the video.
All right, can we talk about the game? Can we
Can't-
talk
I
about-
can't-
It's a
I
very
can't
important
analyse
game.
it.
Okay, cool.
It's a very important game for us.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no, but there's a lot to talk about. The handball, the offside,
Let the United fan introduce it. Go on.
Liverpool.
Listen, let me tell you something. I said my piece
that
already.
cup didn't do nothing wrong.
I said my piece already.
You think youngsters have adapted to Arteta's what side of play?
That's not gonna bank for you, bro. You trying to?
Yeah, I
trying to
know.
Be funny.
I know.
Let's all clap.
Thank you.
All I'm saying
Do you
is
feel
this.
loved now?
I do.
Okay.
All I'm saying is this. I did say that I felt Arsenal overachieved last season.
Overachieved.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this season, I did tell Kels to relax the other day. He was up. And you're allowed to be up. That's fine. But I was just like, listen, this has happened before. You guys have got to Christmas and then all of a sudden someone gets an injury or something happens and it tanks the rest of the season. So I would just say, with caution, tread carefully.
No, it's not. You know what? I get you that because, like I said, you see, with the way things are going right now, it's hard not to get carried away as an Arsenal fan.
100%.
Yeah. The reason why is beat Tottenham. Like I said earlier, we usually beat them at the Emirates.
Yeah.
But beating Liverpool,
Yeah, no, in a minute.
Big.
it's big.
It's not even just that. The stats was we had more touches in that game
Yeah.
than in the previous 5 games we've played against.
And it's,
them.
it's not just about beating Liverpool. First of
The
all,
manner
like,
we did it in.
I can tell you how I felt going into that game. I was always saying we're going to beat Liverpool. Like I always felt we're going to beat Liverpool. Obviously, their form has contributed to that as well. But in the game, we score, they equalise. We score again, they equalise. I was still confident we were going to win that
Yeah,
game.
normally Arsenal crumble.
And that for me is a change. You understand? And that's what I mean by it's hard to not get carried away. However, I do think we're one Partey injury.
No, but you know what? You know what's interesting about that?
World Cup injuries.
No, not just a Partey. I also think we're a Ramsdale injury because Matt Turner,
Yeah, he's not it.
bro,
He's not it.
He's not the guy, bro.
He's another American.
So, bro, no. Sorry, bro. sorry, my guy. I went out. I was trying to talk.
He ain't my brother. You said that like this. Me and this dude was neighbors.
No, but you know what it is? Like I said, it's hard not to get carried away. But the reality is, I do think we're one or two crucial. I mean, I think a Ramsdale injury kills us. I think a Partey injury.
I just don't think you guys have depth.
No, but even
We've got
without
depth.
the
We just lack depth in certain
Certain
positions.
positions, yeah.
However,
those two injuries are major.
Because they're key
I think
players.
but you have to think of it like this. Before the World Cup, there's 6 games. 6 Prem games before the World Cup. And there's just one more before they open the
Isn't there 4 Europa games at that time though? Because ours got postponed.
No, you are only going
No.
to play one Europa game
Was PSV got
before the World
postponed,
Cup.
all the Europa games are going to be played.
Yeah.
But Man City got postponed.
Yeah, Man City. Yeah.
No, they postponed PSV. Oh,
No,
they postponed Man
They
City to
replaced
play
PSV.
PSV.
So it's 6 league games before the World Cup, and then I think the last one before the transfer window is West Ham. So effectively, in them 6 games, you're only playing Chelsea's the only top class
Number 6.
that you're playing in that time. So
3 weeks,
in that 6 games, you keep everybody fit for them 6 league games because you're not playing the same team in Europa League anyway. Top Partey's not playing in Europa League.
Yeah.
Jesus not playing in Europa League. You keep them guys fit for 6 games, and you get to that January transfer window, then you have a chance.
I think
A chance at what though? A chance at what?
Just a chance of believing.
No.
You believe in love and
No, wait,
love.
isn't it, what was the name of the episode? It's the hope that kills you.
Yeah, but listen, I'm not gonna hope. I just want us to be back in the Champions League.
That's the and all right. Cool.
That's a given though.
I
at this
don't
rate.
think you're
no,
falling
at
out
this
of
rate.
that now.
Yeah,
I don't think you're falling out of that now.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah, but we haven't been there, so
No. What I mean by that is,
Yeah, but we're so far in
I
the
think
far
you're
right
at a
before.
level now where if you to fall out of the Champions League spots, it'd be a cataclysmic fall.
No.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
be honest.
talking like
See,
6
if we
games on the spin,
if
though.
we don't qualify for the Champions League from where we are and the way we're playing, I'll have something to say about Mick.
You know the
understand?
problem is though,
Yeah.
you can't. There's no. I'm not saying there's no way,
Yeah.
but it's gonna get tougher and more games gonna come. and you
that's what I'm
can't
saying.
sustain
We
it.
need to get January is crucial.
No, but
it's crucial for everyone.
What
You
I
know
would
what
say to
everyone's
this,
gonna say.
what I would say to this,
He's 100% right.
even if you're going off for last season, whatever not yet. Obviously, we lost to the big teams. We've beaten a few of the big teams. You understand? But we had certain periods of consistency. You understand? So if you're basing off that, comparing us now to last season, there's certain games where I look and I just don't worry about losing. If you got what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I don't like last year, because we had effectively 3 periods where we were really bad. Our start just after Christmas, and then obviously the very last stretch.
I'll rule out the start because
But we've already done better than that this
yeah,
year.
you understand?
I don't think we'll
So,
struggle too tough coming
I
Christmas
would-
either.
So for me, I'm gonna be a little bit harsher on us if we fail to make Champions League. It will really hit home. If you got what I'm saying.
I think that the teams have changed even in the sense that of Xhaka's role in the team as well. The minerals are a bit different.
100%. Xhaka looks like a new man.
That guy is just
The redemption needs to be a movie.
yeah.
I think the problem is again
Needs
though.
to change that.
Saliba's come in and looking quite. He's still learning his trade. He's still learning.
Learning what he's teaching people, bro.
But-
He's out here.
He's out here.
Ducking down,
Gabriel's
man.
out here moving like the Brazilian Maguire, bro. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not
Gabriel's
gonna get into this,
going through a rough patch, but Ben White's looking cold at right
Rough
back. You know,
patch. Bro.
It's not rough. It's not
He's,
rough.
he's looking like his
cold.
Thailand right now. It's a bit crazy.
Cold patch.
I always said, you see when
Freezing that
we
match.
had Ben White and Gabriel as our centre backs last season, and I was always saying before I saw Saliba, like, because everyone was ranting and raving about it, but I never properly watched him play the game. You understand? And I always saying, if he is what people say he is, out of those 3 centre backs, I drop Gabriel first.
Yeah, a lot of people been saying that.
No, but I had a lot of people look at me like I was mad. Talking about Ben White's not that guy. I said,
100%. Yeah,
I said, you're mad.
They don't
bro.
watch Arsenal. That's why.
I'm saying, you're mad, bro. Like,
But Ben White's
But
crazy.
you know what's mad about yesterday's game as well, and this is why we have to even big up Arteta because tactically he got that spot on. The Tomiyasu.
I saw him start at left back, and I said, the fuck are we doing?
It's crazy because it's 2 things though. It's so smart because
It wasn't
two things.
yesterday, but-
One, it's
Yeah, but Sunday. All right,
I
Jude.
wasn't gonna say that.
Tommy Yasu.
I had you.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Okay.
Besides you,
No, because when it was Jude and Bellingham,
Fair.
I even, you know what's so crazy about that?
Yeah.
I only watched the episode for that moment. I watched the episode up to that moment, then I stopped. And I was like, I know what happens the rest of this, but
Nah, but like-
that moment was classical.
But
'Cause
yeah,
I
like-
looked at you like,
give me that drink. What the fuck are you drinking, boy?
yeah, 100%.
You lot getting burst in there, yeah?
That's what he was doing.
Tomiyasu.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2 things for them. Like, because
My
Tommy
guy.
Yasu is techie.
I'm gonna give you this. Yeah, 'cause I've seen him play left back before, and I was like,
Spurs
I think,
game, innit?
I think he was. I think he's shit at left back. And so when I saw him there, I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
But he was teasing him in that position for a couple of weeks before.
I
that.
did say,
Yo.
I did call the police. And I'll tell you why. I called the police because I said there's a Japanese man who's pocketed an Egyptian man and he needs to let him go.
Nah, but
There's an
it was
abduction.
very
I
tactical.
called the police and I said there's an abduction at the Emirates and something needs to be done about
Tactically
it.
very clever.
I gotta respect it.
It's hard for someone on their left foot to cut in against someone who's stronger for his direction you're going in.
Nah, but Salah's
And
been
then
doing that and it's
on
hard
top
the
of
whole
that-
season so far.
No, but most left backs are left footed.
Yeah.
So when they're cutting,
So you lean them off one side.
Bro,
Yeah.
I think Arteta looked at this because technically you're looking at the fact that, all right, Liverpool like to play the switch ball to Salah. Every single time they tried that switch
Munched
ball,
him.
Tomiyasu's head, it's like it just came out of nowhere. Like,
Nah, but even on the ground.
Hey, let me
There were
tell you
points in
something.
the game where he was telling
Do you
Salah,
know-
come big man, come. And I said, no.
Do you know the satisfaction when I saw Salah getting hooked? I was getting the fuck off.
oh,
He's been
That's
abysmal.
bad.
He's been abysmal.
That's
with
bad.
the
off the pitch.
I know you
boy.
guys want to continue to talk about Arsenal and we can.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
gonna
love
say
to
we
do
need to
that.
talk
but
about-
great win.
Here's my
Talk about some of the decisions as well.
I'm gonna
We
get
gotta
to
do
that
that.
now.
We gotta do
Then
that.
I'm gonna get to the
We're not
other side
gonna
of this coin.
overguess it. I mean,
Here's the problem. VAR got something terribly wrong.
What, the Saka offside?
Sack offside, the Gabriel
Was that offside?
goal.
Gabriel's one's not a handball. We need to stop going
No,
on
but his
I've seen it given. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it given.
No,
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 his
it
arm.
wasn't
His
his arm. It
hand.
wasn't his arm, bro.
no, his is chest first.
No, his
then his arm.
Okay, yeah, but then
But I've seen it
let me
given.
argue this. Let me argue
I'll
this.
give it- I
You
think
say
that's a
you say
I think it's a pen as well.
his arm, but then Martinez slides out and it hits his thigh and then hits his hand. The fact of the matter is, I don't know. I did Google the handball rule. The fact of the matter is, they say if it hits one part of your body, the other part of your body. However, if your hand is in a unnatural position, his hand isn't in an unnatural
changed.
position.
So that got changed.
I know. But I'm saying I googled this today, and they were talking about unnatural positions. So I'm saying like naturally, I believe he's too close for it to be a handball. So I do agree with
That's
that.
what they've changed it to. The
But
proximity now is they have to put
I
proximity to it.
think the problem is the ball's going past him. And his arm and he raises his arm. I don't think he raises his arm on purpose to stop the ball. I think it's just natural how his body is moving.
I'ma be honest.
He moves his arm, it goes past, and it hits his arm. So it's a handball because the ball's going past him.
Because they changed the rules so much, it's kind of technical. So I view it like this: if this was the other way around, and that was
You're fuming if
that
it's
was
not given.
Virgil van Dijk, and we don't get the penalty,
You're
and we
fuming.
lose 3-2.
You're upset.
I'm fuming. So I have to be realistic. I think
I said it in the group chat though. I said
Yeah, I
it's
think
one of those
it's a penalty.
penalties
I
where
think it's a penalty.
if it goes for you, it's great. If it goes against you, you hate it.
Yeah,
but for me, it's two things now because they've changed the rule again to say that proximity plays a part.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
obviously, because the Dan Burn penalty
Dan
was given
Burn,
effectively
though,
the same
it's-
day, they broke it down and explained. So firstly, with the Gabriel one, it does hit his chest, then hit his hand. But because of where Jota kicks it from to where Gabriel's hand is, there is genuinely no time for Gabriel to react to that. He can't get his hand out of the way. He's literally just stopped. So he's obviously used his hand to balance. He's not moved his hand towards the wall. He just put his hand out and the ball's gone bam. He can't do anything. So with that context, even if they did VAR did tell Oliver to go look at it, I don't think Oliver changed his mind because realistically, you can't really call it. He can't delete his arm.
But I can't argue.
But with
I
Dan
can't-
Burn one, his hand is above his
I'll
head.
be honest though. Long
But
story
I-
short,
No
I
one
don't give a
jumps
shit.
with their hand up.
Yeah. Long story short,
No, but I can
feel like
argue.
we've been hard done by over recent years.
No, we've
So
had
I
bad
couldn't give a
penalties.
shit.
You
Yeah, I
took
don't
it.
give a
You
shit.
took the words
Give a
out.
shit.
But we're not talking about what it's done to you guys. We're talking about VAR.
But generally, I don't think either of those decisions were bad
But
decisions.
here's my issue.
The Danbo one is harsh though.
To what you said, here's my issue. You're right. It does hit his chest and it hit his arm. And yeah, maybe he doesn't. He has a split second to move his arm. However, if you look at the movement when he's trying to lift, when Jota's trying to lift the ball past him or over him, if the ball does not touch his hand, he probably goes around him. So therefore, he's in the box.
Yeah.
And it stops a potential goal scoring opportunity. And that's why I would think some people argue it is a penalty.
But remember,
based
the
on
rule
that.
is not whether it's a potential goal scorer.
No. I agree,
Everything
I'm
is
just
a
saying
potential
another
goal
argument.
then.
I'm just saying another argument.
Forget all of that. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, the top decisions have to
I'm talking about the game.
Sometimes you
I'm
need.
talking about VAR.
No, VAR has not got a staple rule for a lot of things. There's a lot of inconsistencies, and we know that.
comes underneath a loophole that they have in the game.
Well, I wouldn't call it a loophole. It's just the camera didn't see him.
What do you mean?
That's-
what do you
The
mean?
camera.
So there's five.
But it's not
so
a
there was
loophole.
only 5 cameras essentially, right?
Yeah.
And when Saka scores his goal, not the penalty,
Yeah.
Martinelli's goal.
Martinelli, yeah.
The first one, yeah.
He's offside
In the build-up.
in the build-up.
Yeah.
But because the camera can't catch him,
Yeah.
He's standing in the part where
He's-
none of the cameras can see him.
yeah.
Life
so
is
it's
rough.
a blind spot.
Yeah.
So essentially, again, this is VAR's problem. It's not Arsenal problem. It's
Okay.
But I just look at it like.
But you know, it's the thing with
But
this.
to call
the
it a
VAR
loophole, it's like Saka didn't take advantage of that on purpose. He didn't know.
No,
No. What I mean by loophole.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Not
I feel like the
Arsenal.
connotations of the word loophole.
Yeah, not
It's
Arsenal.
A loophole is what
I'm
you take
saying
advantage
there
of.
I
shouldn't
think it's
be
more of a
loopholes in
problem.
these
It's a
things.
problem with the system. It's not like it's.
Yeah, it's not- it's
like I said.
human
You know
error.
what? I'm happy with the way we played. I'm happy with the result. Luck was on our side.
The Jesus penalty,
Yeah, you
I
understand?
think, is lucky.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
and but
I
again,
thought that was a pen.
He touched him.
I thought that was a pen.
If we're gonna talk about what Odegaard did to Christian Eriksen,
Yeah.
Soft.
Yeah.
then
It's soft. I don't think it's a
if we're
pen,
saying
though.
that that's a foul, then
But contact-
Thiago and Jesus is
But
a foul.
contact doesn't equal. So that I saw two angles to it. Contact for me doesn't equal foul. Football is a contact sport. However, I
agree.
do think that when you're talking
it's when they're in the
about when
box
you're
it
talking
is,
about when you're talking about fouls, you
Yeah.
have to think about what in essence of is
Where you are in the
what
pitch
is,
and
not
things
even
of
that.
that nature.
What is a foul?
Yeah.
Effectively, it's illegally impeding a player. Now, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he barely touched him, whatever." But the reality is, if Thiago doesn't stick his foot out, Jesus probably brings that ball down and turns.
shoots, yeah.
Or shoots, or whatever he does.
You reckon so?
But because, but we will
never know.
because Thiago
But it
kicked him.
did look like he was gonna miscontrol it.
Yeah,
it looked like he was gonna run away.
But because
you
Thiago's
never know.
kicked him, but because Thiago's kicked him,
It puts doubt. It's a seed of doubt.
it
Yeah.
automatically
Which is
you've,
clear and
you've
obvious.
impeded him.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
So I do. It's soft.
It is
but
a soft
to the
pen.
letter of the law,
It's a penalty.
in terms of what a
Yeah,
foul
For me, it was a
that is
penalty.
Yeah,
For me, it was a
For me.
penalty.
So what are you
It
saying about
doesn't-
Saka's penalties again, big man?
And then you've seen it tonight.
I listen. Well,
It's the same thing.
Why are you stirring?
well, 1 second. People are talking. It's rude. My mom told me better.
What are you saying about Saka's penalties?
I still don't think he's good at them. I don't feel confident.
The penalty wasn't good.
Yeah, bro. It's not
Oh,
a great.
you lot are harsh, man.
The penalty wasn't
I
good.
thought it was a
right
good
in the
penalty.
corner.
It's a good pen.
It's a what?
It was
It's
right
right
in the
corner.
corner.
Which corner?
I don't think it was.
The bottom corner.
What,
Alisson
when
went
the
the right
memory
way.
card is?
Alisson went the right way. I didn't like being accessories to that one. You put me in the car on the drive-by. Didn't tell me it was a drive-by. You told me he was going to McDonald's.
said you're going to get food.
You said we were going to
And
McDonald's.
they pulled up on the homie on the block.
Pulled up on
rolled
Ricky.
the window down. Ricky! And just gunshots.
You told me we was going to get chicken.
Gunshots. Shots.
You didn't like the Saka penalty comment here.
Shots.
No, but I'll be honest with you. I'm being very honest. I don't feel
Shut up,
confident
man.
anytime we get a pen and I see him over it.
I do agree with you though. I'm not gonna say I don't
I thought
feel
he was going to miss.
confident.
I'm not going to lie. When I saw him, I was like,
I wouldn't say I don't feel confident. I just think it's a lot of pressure for a young kid. But to be fair,
But I think since
he's
he missed the
dispatched
one in the
penalties
thing-
against Chelsea, United.
I think since
He
he missed the one.
scored.
I think no. But I think
Yeah,
since
yeah.
he's missed. I think also made it a thing since he's missed the one in the Euros.
To make sure he keeps taking them.
to make sure keep your confidence up here. So take the next.
But then
one.
again,
Keep
who
taking
would you
them.
trust in the team now?
No, I'm
was
not
gonna
saying
say
that.
that.
I'm not saying that in despite.
I don't trust
of
Jesus
anybody.
on penalties.
I'm not saying
You don't trust Jesus?
Absolutely
What
not.
about Martinelli?
maybe, but I think
Odegaard, maybe.
No, absolutely
No,
not.
no,
He
no.
gives me Urza vibes.
I think they just said
On
to Saka.
penalties.
I think they just said to Saka,
I
listen,
need like
you're going to keep
I need
playing.
Saliba to do the
You're gonna keep
Ramos or
taking-
something.
Because I think
Absolutely
confidence-wise
not.
needs it.
Why not, man?
You need to what?
I need
Need
Saliba
that.
to do the Ramos or something. Like, just be proficient at
There's
it.
gas in a player. I don't want to gas him too much.
All right, so let's move
Zinchenko?
on. I'll
I'll
give
give
that
it
to
to Xhaka. I'll give it to
Let's
Xhaka.
let's move on to what's going
Xhaka?
on. What's going on
going
over
on
at Liverpool? What's going on at
Yeah,
Liverpool? I
let's
mean,
see. Yeah.
Trent just having everything go bad at once.
I think Trent is lucky he got injured because that new man's name to
He needs
me.
that break.
No, let me tell you
What,
something.
Patterson?
His name is
Patterson or
Toast. He's Toast. That's
I hear
it.
it.
His name's Toast.
he needs that
because
break.
he's always on toast. He is butter.
I
He
feel
is on
sorry for
toast.
him. I do feel sorry for him.
I don't. You wanna know why I don't? Because I said this years ago and I got vilified for saying this. And I'm gonna say it now. He's not a good defender. And as a defender, I don't give a hell how many times you can go forward and cross a ball. Your number one job as a defender is to defend.
But the thing
and
is-
the fact that you can't
You're right,
do
sorry.
that proficiently, and the fact that you're going forward is covering your deficiencies, and everyone's, oh, he's amazing, he's the best right back in the world. How?
No.
How?
I've always
because he can
preferred
cross the
Reece
ball.
James. I've always preferred Reece James.
I
by the
do
way.
think when it comes to Trent, the debate is a bit funny because I do agree with Southgate when he talks about the right backs that he has for England and that Reece James is the best balanced of all of them.
Yeah.
But for example, if you were to put them in a score, Trent is probably 9 out of 10, 10 going forward and like 3 out of 10 going back.
100%.
Whereas James is more like an 8 out of 10 going forward and a 7 out of 10 going back. And if you're going to go up in terms of percentages, you're always going to take one that's going to give you
balance.
the balance.
Yeah.
Then Trent. But where I think it's harsh for Trent is that one, in the way that Liverpool play, his job isn't there. If he might be a right back, but realistically speaking, he's just another number 10 on the pitch. His job is there to orchestrate and start attacks.
Yeah, but
He's so good at it. Part of Liverpool's dominance has become part of why Liverpool was so dominant for so long was because of people like Trent. So to then rubbish him because he's going through a rough patch. No, Trent is still young. Trent
think this
just turned 24.
I don't think it's a rough patch. I think teams are starting to target him.
The problem, true, yeah.
Because
I don't think this is a rough patch.
When we went up into that Liverpool game, I was like, Martinelli, get that motherfucker.
Well, I think what people are doing now, and it showed in the United Liverpool game, it showed in the Arsenal Liverpool game, it showed against Brighton because Trossard had him on toast.
But remember, they're not targeting Trent. They're targeting the space in behind him.
No, but that's because he can't cover that space.
That's because he's been told to play so high.
No, but even in that,
so it's not necessarily a Trent problem.
But no, it is a Trent problem because we got to talk IQ.
Look at it like that. I understand what you're saying, but then I have to also look at it this way. If you take Trent out of Liverpool, you put him in any other team as a right back,
he's getting cooked.
What happens to him then?
Exactly, but then that because the setup's going to be different. Remember, at Liverpool, Klopp's even explained this. The setup is Trent is supposed to be quick up the pitch, and effectively when we are defending, he's meant to come in as one of the three in the midfield. He's not actually in this position of right back.
But that's Klopp's system, though.
Klopp's system.
That's the thing.
So it's more.
He's still shit defender. What are we talking about?
It's more a flaw of the system than a flaw of Trent himself.
No. Stop.
All right, hold on. I'll give you an
Against Napoli.
The first goal, a lot of people pulled Trent out and said, what's Trent doing?
I didn't blame him too much. That's a team thing.
The first goal is Henderson's fault.
I understand, but
Trent does everything absolutely perfect, but Trent still gets slaughtered for that
because the goal comes from his area. But I think, wait,
as a right back, you have to shuffle over and cover your centre back.
No, 100%.
You can't worry about what's out there.
I said this week one when Mitrovic got the header against him, and I said people are going to start targeting him because you saw it in the Champions League final when you could clearly see Real Madrid targeting that back post area
because of the spacing behind him.
I know that, but Courtney, at some point or another, it's either you're going to die, you're going to live long enough to be the hero, or die become the villain.
But then isn't that a problem for Klopp to then sort out?
No, it is. I'm not saying it's not, but what I'm saying is there's also player IQ.
All right,
and at some stage, Trent has to say basics. I have to do this right first, and then I can do the rest. Because at this point, it's almost like what you're saying, and I agree with some of the things you're saying, but it's almost like you're saying, because Klopp has told me I can just go do this, and he's supposed to cover me.
No, I do agree.
I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I do understand what you're saying,
you know what I'm saying?
It's not as if Trent is abandoning his job. I don't see it like that.
No, but you know what though?
Because you need to remember, Salah.
But he has given up.
Number one, Salah in front of him don't help him.
I agree. But what I'm saying is that he's giving up, and this is why. Because against Napoli, a guy goes past him and he just stops and jogs.
Yeah,
these are things where I'm watching you, and whether you're right back, center mid, cam, whatever, 10, blah blah blah. The fact of the matter is the position you're playing in is the position you have to do the best.
I'll be honest with you. This is why what I think what Liverpool's problem is. Obviously, Trent is looking horrible, and he's looking horrible.
Yeah,
you understand? But it's not just him. Bro. So does Virgil van Dijk. Their whole problem is Liverpool. And I do think it's a Klopp problem because Liverpool are conceding way more chances than they have in general, and they are not even pressing from the front.
They can't press. They can't press.
Their pressing from the front is not the same as it used to be.
The midfield is not an engine anymore.
Yeah,
that's why.
The midfield's dead. You've taken Mane out, and all Salah don't
Diaz
work
has
hard.
gone for like 10 weeks, I think.
Diaz don't. So my whole point is that if you start from the front to back, from the front,
it's not good enough.
They're not closing players down from high enough
up the field, and
they're conceding way more chances.
This is why I want to give Trent context because let's say this is Liverpool's back right side, You've got Salah here and you've got Henderson here, Henderson ain't tracking runners. So already, as Trent, you're thinking,
got the legs for more.
There's man here, Salah ain't coming back here to help you. So there's more man coming here. And I'm taught to play high. I've been effectively set up to fail.
But that's what I'm saying.
And that part of it is Klopp's fault.
Yeah.
However, there's still a thing called effort.
Yeah,
but he's giving none.
But this is where
football and IQ as well.
The IQ is poor because. I hear
how does IQ save you in a 3v1?
No, fine, that's fair.
But that's not every time.
Everything against Napoli where he just looked at him and.
But even that.
No. That was
what happened to Gomez?
It was mad.
But what happened to Gomez?
No, forget Gomez. We're talking about Alexander Arnold. No, forget that though. Forget that.
Courtney, what we're saying, I hear everything you're saying. I actually find myself agreeing with it.
If you're Gomez in that situation, if you're Gomez in that situation, I don't care. If that's Courtney. Yeah, and we're playing for like our team on Sunday, and that's Courtney, bro. He's cussing blue, Clark, murder, everything, the whole works.
Yeah, but that happened to me.
Because why have you not? Because
cussing the whole works. If Trent done that,
and you're my centre back, and he's dipped the ball around me, and I've jogged, and now the pressure's on you. If they score, you're gonna be like Zeke. What the hell?
And you know what? That's funny. Looks at that because who did that in that defense? when that happened. Not
That's
one of
the-
them.
who cares about that? That's not the point.
No, he's right. He is
who
right.
did that?
He is
Because
right.
Because
someone should have done
this
that. Yeah,
in front
someone-
of what's his name?
Yeah, Milner got into
Milner
it.
said, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Yeah. He's 100% right.
So that everyone's standard is poor then.
No, but what we're saying is that whether or not, here's the thing: everyone's standard is poor. No one's performing well. No one in Liverpool could look at the other guy and say, "Well, at least I'm doing my job." No one could do that. The fact is teams are coming to Anfield now, which has not happened, and targeting him, whether it be the space behind him or his area of the pitch. They're targeting that.
It's the weakest side. Yeah.
Right. So at that particular moment, teams are showing up and doing that, and whether Klopp changes or not, he's changed to a 4-3-2-1 over the last 2 games. And in that's to provide cover for that side. And even still, Trent's getting caught out in those areas. He's on toast. Every time someone comes up against him, they fancy themselves. This was not happening before. And yes, it was probably because he was getting away with it. But now that you're being asked to dig deep and be gritty and win games the ugly way, you can't do that either.
Liverpool
I
more
think the back
intense.
end of last season-
They were more intense.
Yeah, because he can play higher up because the midfield was pressing. But now, that's how you be a defender.
But I think the back end of last season, no one could have said that about Trent. I think Trent put on a clinic back end of last season.
100%, but what we're saying to you, Courtney, is now I'm asking you to be a defender. Now I'm asking you to do
That's
this
what I'm
job.
saying to you. He did both sides of the job at the end of last season.
When things have got tough, can you?
Yeah, when
can
things
you
got
do-
tough,
yeah.
where are you? And that's why I think
do-
you're 11.
But that's
Do you
difficult when
think-
the whole team's playing shit.
Yeah. That's
No,
also
I
true.
agree.
That's
I
also
agree
true.
with that, but I'm just saying that they're targeting you, though, bro.
Did the downfall of Klopp's Liverpool team start with Wijnaldum?
Yes.
Yeah, not replacing them.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's
it's
like
continued with money.
Like, you see,
I
with
think it started with Keita.
Klopp's system relies on specific players, and they haven't replaced specific players
yeah.
with the type of profile
I think
he
they got-
needs to get his system effective.
And I think the board got too gassed on how Diaz came into the team in January.
Yeah.
And thought, well, we don't have to give Mane the money because
No, you're mad.
He's
I like Diaz.
Look at this guy.
He's a good player, but he's
not Mane.
He's not Mane.
But I don't
You know
think
what's
it's
so
that
crazy?
either.
Hold on. You know what's so crazy? And I'm gonna let
think
you
he's
say
good?
your. I'm gonna let you say your point.
You don't think Diaz is
I'm
good?
gonna let you say your point. But
No,
here's my thing.
I don't think it's that. I'm saying.
Oh,
Here's my thing with Liverpool. If you look how they were playing before, I want to say they're good time because right now it's a slide. But at that point, you got to look at the midfield was the engine. Salah and Mane didn't really touch the ball unless it was in and around the box. They were more doing the introverted runs in front of the fullback and behind the center back. That's what their jobs were, and that's where the goals were coming from. Now Salah's looking to get the ball to feet. Why is that? Because you don't as Carlos said, you haven't replaced players in certain areas where that can be the game plan.
I don't think it's that.
They should have sold Salah.
I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's a case of selling Salah. I think you should have stopped being cheap and paid both of them.
I don't think it's the either.
Do you know what it
of
is?
those
Do you know what it is? I think there comes a time where every team's gonna exactly.
Yeah.
what's that? Everyone?
Exactly
Yeah, they do their
that.
cycle.
You're
They
at
do
the end
their
of,
cycle.
you come to an end of the cycle and you think, you know what? All right, cool. All right, even though you're that guy, I can get this for you because you could have easily gotten like 17 mil for Salah. You could have. You go out and say, you know, all right, cool. Who's out there? What can we do to? All right, he's not going to be Salah, but what can we do as a unit to make this attack proficient? We're gonna invest in Nunes because Nunes, I do believe is going to come good. I do believe that he looked really good against. He's one of them. I love a Uruguayan
Chaos
striker.
mention.
They're on job.
No, you know
he is going to come good.
Nunes will be good, but they need to change the
How
profile
long?
of their team.
How long?
Exactly. So that's what you do. But you sell Salah, you might say, all right, you know,
We're blaming Klopp, right, for the system situation. How long did they
But
stick?
this is what I'm gonna say to you, and this is what I'm
How much
saying to
equity
you.
does
I
he
think,
have?
I think this is a bit of hyperbole because I think. I said that with Liverpool. Yeah, I just think.
The kind of face like you farted. I swear to God. He was just like,
I think with Liverpool, yeah, it's a case of everything that could go wrong is going wrong.
It's gone
all the
wrong.
time.
Yeah.
So all of your players effectively are out of form. From barring probably Alisson and Nunes, who's effectively they're doing what they're barring his head, but
He scored a goal.
They're doing what they're there to do. Yeah. But I think if they had sold Salah and kept Mane, you have the same problem. I think with Liverpool, they tried to do a stylistic shift, and unfortunately, the players they bought for that shift have either been injury
Or
prone in
not
Thiago or not bought. Yeah. And the players that they did buy haven't been up to the required level. So your Keita, your Oxlade-Chamberlain, your Curtis Jones has come out of the academy.
but wait.
they've been a problem. They've been a problem for a while.
And he hasn't got rid of them.
But that's Klopp.
But let me-
That's on Klopp.
He hasn't got rid of them.
But that's not
And
just
see,
Klopp, that's the club too.
He's kept
No.
The club hasn't gone out and spent money. That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
That's the
but
truth.
why
That's the
would they
truth.
spend money if because in order for football teams to work, you need to shift some players. You can't just
No,
hang on to
100%.
everyone.
But my problem is, Courtney, is you can't just blame Klopp for that. You got to look at the club saying, I'll say Chamberlain isn't giving a shit.
Yeah,
He's
which
got to
is
go.
true.
We don't know that.
Kane hasn't given a shit.
But
He
we
has
don't
to
know
go.
about his loyalty.
We don't know.
We don't know about that.
Klopp could
I
have been
don't
saying
think
to
he's
him,
going to be
not
that
my
loyal in that
We don't know that.
situation, though.
We don't know.
that.
But the point is, those players haven't come good, so they should have been moved on a lot sooner. They hadn't been.
Facts.
Then when you lost someone like Van Arden, who was a key player for your system to work, you should have replaced him. Either keep him on, and you let him. You gave him. I think he's asked for 200.
No, but this still. But that's exactly what I'm going. This still comes down to we don't want to pay you, and
No,
it's the
I
same
know
thing
what
with
I'm saying.
Mane.
You either
It's
keep
the same
him,
thing with.
or you buy someone with similar profile. So with Mane,
Look.
they didn't have the money to keep Mane. Cool. Diaz
No,
is not
but
that
they,
far away from.
but they,
I wanna show you this.
but they got haps on the fact that they had. All right, so we brought in Thiago because Thiago's going to control the game.
But even
and
then-
if Klopp would have come in and said at the time, I'm shifting away from what I was doing in the beginning with the high press and more into a controlled possession type game, that'd be a different conversation.
But that's
He's not
exactly
said
what
that.
he's trying to do, though.
No, we can see that. But what I'm saying is the reason why they're stinky is because he doesn't have the players to do that. And whether they have injuries or not, I have the mentality of next man up. Yes, the next man might not be as good as the man you had in front, but you got to pay some of these guys. You have to.
You know what? You're right. Liverpool look good. Even though they lost, they look good again. They look
They
good
look
in
good against Arsenal. Yeah, they tried.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what-
And
Fabinho
that
was playing well.
And this is the point I'm trying
coincided
to
with
make.
the fact that Thiago was in the team.
No, let me.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna put
again,
this-
He had
that
way
goes-
too much freedom against Arsenal. Way too
But
much freedom.
again, that's a midfield without legs. And Liverpool.
And Thiago's in his 30s, isn't he? Thiago-
Yeah,
a
he's well in his
midfield,
30s,
a
bro.
midfield,
No, 31.
a midfield without
Nice.
legs,
No.
and they got rid of a player that will score big goals.
That's one thing I'll say.
Yeah.
Mane scores big
Score it.
goals.
So
He scores
they
big
could
goals.
afford to look bad because Mane will pop up with a big goal.
But when
like I
Mane
was
was
saying,
there,
if
they
they
never really
sold,
looked bad.
but like what I'm saying, if they sold Salah
but
and
he done
kept
the nitty-gritty
Mane,
though. He worked hard. He done the nitty gritty. He will get you the big goal. You understand?
Diaz wants to ball the feet. Diaz wants to beat his player.
But-
Mane was happy to pop, boom, and then go.
what I'm saying to you is, but that came through the fact that Mane has been there for years. Do you understand? I wouldn't be surprised if we see Diaz become that player over his tenure at Liverpool. But with Liverpool, like I said, and I
I
feel
think he's
like
a different profile.
maybe,
Yeah, he's not the same.
But no, but players. Mane, when Mane came to Liverpool, he was a completely different player to what he was when he left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I do feel like if they had sold Salah and kept Mane, they would have the same problem. I feel like with like, I mean,
I think it's easily
part of why Mane's,
easier.
but part of why Mane's job was looked so well because you had Robbo on ball. Robbo has not been the same Robbo.
No.
Trent ain't been the same Trent. Do you get me? Van Dijk's not even been the same Van Dijk. They're doing this high line, and I ain't
Go
seen
on.
that.
I
I ain't
know
seen
what you're
that
gonna
high
say,
line
but go
get
on.
break so much times in my
Someone
life.
told me that the inhalers ran out.
Maybe it's that.
I'm telling you, it's
Maybe the salbutamol's not there no more.
Someone told me the inhalers ran out.
Because even Fabinho's looking leggy. He's looking.
No, someone told me inhaler lifetime is 7 years.
They're not young men, you know.
Listen, their sell-by date is up.
Fabinho's 28.
No, but
The sell-by date is up.
But even
let me-
that
Fabinho's
system,
28.
Klopp's system is built on high intensity
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
When
And
you
the sell-by
and
date is
not
up.
only just
And
that,
they played a lot of
it's-
football.
It's high intensity football. They played a lot and they've never had a
63
big
games
squad.
last season, yeah.
They've never had a big squad, high intensity,
And it's been
and their
season
first team
after
has
season
been their
after
first
season.
team. They are tired.
And then they had that season when everyone was injured.
they are shattered.
Yeah, and
You
then
understand?
all you went and did was get Konate.
They're shattered, bro.
I think so as well.
They're shattered.
so
I don't
is
think they come
is
back.
Klopp the guy
How much equity does
to
he have?
transform it,
How
or do
much
we have to
equity
move
does he
on
have?
away from Klopp?
Huh?
Loads.
No. But what I mean by that is,
he still won 2 trophies last season.
Hold on. I'm still seeing a lot of fans on Twitter from Liverpool saying, "I think it might be time for."
They
him to shift."
never signed Klopp. Klopp's bought them their first Premier in 30 years. He's not-
No,
No,
but it's
but-
not. But
but-
that's not the mindset. What I'm saying, Courtney. What I'm saying is that it's not just one or
soon.
two fans, bro.
No, but I tell you what though.
Too
I
soon.
think
I'm not saying he should go. By the way.
think
I'm
he's
just
still
saying.
all right, but I think it's not just a Klopp needs to either adapt his system or the
Go on,
club.
say something.
The club.
No, say something.
The club
Say
needs
something.
To, needs to change it.
Say something. You had a adapt. I saw your lip quiver. What? Say something. Say something.
Bro, just take that. Oh, carry on.
Or the
Just take that
club
off,
needs to
man.
back. They don't spend money, bro.
Yeah, they don't like
They don't spend money, so
But
it's
then
gonna
we
be-
say that, but they just put 80 buff on Nunes.
Yeah, but that's
So
one
do
guy.
they not spend money? But exactly, 80 buff on one man.
Yeah, but you put 80 mil on one guy and you didn't do anything to.
Who do you
replenish
buy
your
to
team.
improve that squad that's less than 80 mil?
No, I'm not saying it's not about the price, Courtney. What I'm saying,
Haaland?
It's either they spend money or
Haaland?
they don't spend money.
Who?
no,
Haaland?
Haaland wouldn't have went there, but yeah, I hear it.
No, but
my
does Haaland
point is-
score that
no,
many goals at Liverpool? Probably
No,
not.
but my
I don't
point
think
is,
so.
like I said, it's they need like a revamp. Their players,
serious,
their
they need a big
players
refresh.
are getting. But we could have called this a while ago. Even when
They
they were in
need-
their top form,
they need
you can
5.
see they're coming to the end of their
They need
time.
We've
5 or
spoken
6.
this a few times.
Yeah,
Bayern Bellingham's not going to change that.
Nope.
Nah,
But I don't. At this point, I don't even think Bellingham goes there.
There's a good possibility they don't finish in Champions League spots.
it's a
The
strong
longer
one.
this goes on, the longer this
Because you got
goes
to
on.
think, if we carry on,
Oh,
If City go and
Tottenham-
smash him,
Go, do you smell it?
But let me tell you,
Go on then.
City will win the league. If us and Tottenham
Yeah.
and Chelsea
I smell a bet though.
Liverpool in the
Bruh.
problem.
What bet are you saying?
I ain't taking this one.
You know, you're not okay. I don't smell a
I
bet.
ain't taking that one.
My nose is off.
No, I'm
that
saying there's a good chance. There's a good chance.
It's possible.
There's a
They
good
don't
chance.
finish in the top
You don't
four.
think they mean top four?
No, I'm
If-
not
if
saying
it's
I don't
possible.
think they
If-
will.
if
What
I-
I'm saying is that things continue on this road they're going. You have no Diaz until end of December.
World Cup takes a break though, so that's exacerbated.
No, I know. But what I'm trying to say is that
But there's still 7 games without him.
exactly.
I wanna show you
So
this.
at this particular moment, you're playing City this weekend.
They weren't, but we don't expect them to beat City anyway.
No, but it's not about beating. No, but again, it's not about
I mean,
them beating City.
I want them to, but
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
not
I want a
about them
Ferrari.
beating City.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
It's not about them beating City. It's just the fact of they until you guys popped up now this season, they were the closest thing to them.
Yeah,
So
which
at this
is true.
particular moment now, you're in the upside down,
Well, I
and
mean-
City might come and say, "Ooh, this is a chance to really put the final nail in that."
We've been watching
coffin."
a lot of Stranger Things lately, innit?
Yeah, I love Stranger Things. It's my
Bloody
show.
hell.
I've been watching since it came out. Man.
hear
It's
it,
my
I hear
shit.
it.
It's upside down.
But yeah,
I'm not trying to say in the gulag.
I'm saying to you, look,
Yeah.
let me put perspective in
Go
this.
on, go on.
Liverpool got about 3 more games,
Before,
three bad results,
Yeah.
and Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham got 3 good results from them being finished.
Yeah.
Finished, bro.
I mean, yeah, like in terms of the title, they're done.
No,
they're
forget the
not
title.
getting the title.
I'm talking about the
Oh
top
no,
4.
they're only fighting for third and fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to fight for top 4 now.
Yeah.
And
I
they've
think-
lost. How many games have they lost so far? 3 or 4?
Four.
They got 10 points, bro.
They've got 2 wins, 2 losses, 4 draws. 10 points. Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds.
It's not, but like I said,
Two
if-
losses.
Bro, yeah, but you're
if
saying
everyone
like I said,
around you keeps winning,
United are 5th and they've got 3, but they've got 5 wins. I do understand where you lot are going with it.
it's 3 games. I'm
I
just
do
saying.
understand, but it's 3 games. It's too soon to say right.
all I'm saying to you is this: if everyone else around them is winning at a time where they're not doing,
I do
well.
get what you're saying. Yeah, I do get
So
it.
if that continues,
United have a game in hand.
No, but that's
a
not problem.
problem.
That's what I'm saying. Where I'm saying that is for you, yeah. You're saying it's not as bad as it looks, but 3 more,
results go the wrong way.
going the
Yeah,
wrong
I do
way.
get what you're
Like, let's say 3 draws and us,
But
Tottenham
even
and
that would
Chelsea
only be
all
5
win.
losses.
No, but what? No, even if it's not lost, 3
They-
draws
they
for
probably-
Liverpool.
they probably can't even lose to
and
another big
3
system.
wins for Arsenal, Tottenham, and
Well, they will
Chelsea.
this weekend, but no.
Is a big,
I don't wanna
massive
say
problem.
they
I think what Liverpool,
I'll
I
say
think
they
what
could.
what might end up happening is that Liverpool will be alright, but then when it comes to crunch time, their fate is going to be in the hands of someone else, maybe like Arsenal.
Yeah.
They'll be relying on maybe an Arsenal to take points off someone like United or Chelsea. I think that's what might happen.
Like what we were last season.
Yeah, well, we're relying on a team to beat another team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
Liverpool-
think that's a massive failure for a club like that.
I think Liverpool might. I think
in
Liverpool.
the speed. Yeah, I agree.
Liverpool
It's a massive
50-50. Liverpool could be in the Europa League next season.
It's possible.
50-50.
I mean, if I had a bottle of rum here, I'd put some on the floor for
There's some over there.
for Liverpool.
Don't act like it's not hit.
They look like they're walking alone now.
Ooh. And on that note, this is a near post podcast.
London forever.
This is the near post podcast.
The near post podcast.
This is a near post podcast. Listen, no. Stop.
No, I jumped
No.
in.
I need to make sure I say this. So last week I asked for 50, right?
You asked me for 50.
No, I asked for 50 likes last week.
Oh, we don't know because the memory.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. No, upside down.
They never seen it.
Yeah.
They never saw
So
it.
this week I want 50 likes, and let me get 20 comments.
Yeah, and £10 for a new memory card. This has been a Near Post podcast.
Near post.
You know what? I'm a bigger man, you know.